Hi everyone, and welcome back to our Sonic Pi session. Afraid we had a problem earlier, but we are now back. We just had to turn off a setting. So what we're going to do is go straight ahead and bounce into using Sonic Pi, which was written by Sam Aaron, and I'm using the Raspberry Pi 5, which is here, as you can see. And if there's any latency or like a bit of sluggishness, that's actually due to the fact that I'm using a headless setup where the Pi is coming through my laptop, and it probably won't be the same for you. So in terms of installing it, it should be installed already on 2B, 3 and 4 Raspberry Pis. But if you need to install it for Raspberry Pi 5 or Mac or Windows, then just go to the Sonic Pi website, where you can also find lots of other really great things. So we're going to go ahead and start with our coding. And so what you can do is start off by playing a note, and you can just play a number. And then you need to come up to the top and just press run. So as you can hear, there's a really clear note there. That's brilliant. And we can go on and play some other notes. So just choosing some numbers here, and off we go. Now, as you can hear, well, it sounds like they all play at exactly the same time, but in fact, the computer's just playing them really fast. It's too fast for us to tell the difference. So we need to slow it down a bit. So we're going to have to do that by putting in some pause commands, which we could call sleep. And the sleep number that comes after sleep is actually how many seconds. So obviously sleeping for 0.5 of a second is half a second. And now you can hear the difference. So just got some notes here, if you'll excuse me. We'll go ahead and play our first tune, which you can do with 60, 62, 64, more sleeping, 60, and more sleeping. Now you might slightly be able to recognize that. So that's all very well, but if you wanted to play that again more than one time, then you don't want to be typing out a huge long list of numbers forever and starting again at the beginning. So what you can do is use what we call a loop. And a loop is exactly how it sounds. It's just a round thing. You start at the beginning, you carry on till the end, and then it starts back at the beginning again. So Sonic Pi is written in Ruby, and a way you can use Ruby to actually create a loop is to say how many times you want to play the loop. And we need to create a few spaces here, which tells the computer what's in the loop. And at the end of the loop, we'll call end. So as you can tell, we played that twice, which was excellent. So now you can go on to write your own tune. But you might be thinking, what are these numbers, 62 and 64? If you can read music, 62, 64, 60, it doesn't really make an awful lot of sense. But we can play real notes too. So in this case, you'll need to get the colon in the right place. So keep an eye on the colon there, and E4, C4. The same note. Okay, so we can go ahead and make it sound a bit more interesting by using one of Sonic Pi's many and really cool synths. So here we go. Now, you might want to try some samples, and we'll give this a go. I'm not sure if it's going to work as yet. So let's see. Let's have a go. Yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, so we could see that the loop of the sample actually went on longer than our song. So we might have to work on that a bit. Now, I thought that what we could do is work on a song that we know, that everyone knows, and you sing it once a year, probably. Oh, I don't want to save that. I want to load it, actually. So we're going to load first tune. And what I've done here is work out the tune we're going to play. And you can use this play pattern timed. Now, what you have in the play pattern timed are two lists. And the first list is each note that you want to play. And the second list is the timing of the note. So on this first line here, we've got and so on. And as you can see at the bottom, we've got some with 2-beat notes. Now we'll go ahead and play this, and I think you might recognize it. Now I'm going to stop that there, partly because it's not my birthday and partly because it does seem to be quite loud. So it's not my birthday. It's not my birthday for a while. I'll just get that in there. So what we're going to do is probably, apart from turning it down, which you can do with this prefs button at the end, is make the drum a bit more interesting, because I don't know about you, but I couldn't really hear that drumming. So what we can use is like a sample drum in a loop, and I like this one. It's very cool. I'm going to put another one here, because otherwise it won't go on long enough for us. Okay. And here. Now, get ready with your ears. Okay, so I think what's happening here is that these last beats are a bit too long, so I'm just going to leave the last one with 2 beats. And I think that we're getting that the sample is a bit too long for the line. And so it's kind of running into the next one, so we're getting 2 at a time. So I'll try taking one out and see how that goes. Okay, still getting some overlap there. So maybe take that one out as well. Now, there's another thing to show you in just a minute. Say, for example, we did this with the colon. Then we would get an error. And what we need to do if there's an error is don't panic, but just go back and read that carefully. So you can see that there's a syntax error on line 4, and usefully, Raspberry Pi has pointed this out for us where line 4 is, and it tells us exactly what's wrong. It tells us there's an unexpected colon, expecting end. So this tells us that the colon is in the wrong place. The colon should be there, and we do have an end at the end of our loop. So let's give that a go. Yeah, I think we're getting there. Definitely getting there. Maybe we could try another synth actually. Let's go with do we want to beep? No, I don't think we want to beep. Do you want the bass? No, because it's the tune really. Let's have a go at this one. Okay, I don't know about that, but I think it's definitely getting there, and I could do with some work, and I'm hoping that someone will come in and help me out with that task. And if you are able to go on to send me your tune, let me just see here, we've got the email address. Yes, so if you can go ahead, send me your tune at that email address, and I also have some free bags I can send if you want one. So yep, get in touch, and thanks for coming, and sorry it didn't work out very well earlier in the morning, but that's live coding for you. So thanks again.